welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about some of the new Mineralized lip glosses that MAC released. Now they already have had a Mineralized lipstick collection, which is some really amazing lipsticks. I have a few from that collection that is my favorite. It is permanent to MAC. I believe these new lip glosses are limited edition. If they are permanent, I will make sure to note that below. But they have some new lip glosses, and then they added a few new lip colors for the spring to their collection. So I picked up 2 colors from the lip gloss and then 2 of the new colors, and I just wanted to show it to you. It's just to talk about my thoughts on these new Mineralized products and if I think they're worth purchasing or not, as well as just to show you the other goodies that I picked up. So if you're interested in hearing more about it, then we're gonna get into it. So like I said, love the Mineralized lipstick line. I do have a few other colors. I always get really excited when they come out with new Mineralized lipstick because it's just such a creamy formula. So I picked up 2 colors that really appealed to me. I am wearing both of them combined on my lips right now. The packaging, first of all, let me just show you if you're unfamiliar. It's different than the MAC's typical lipstick line packaging. Has a magnetic closure and the shape of it is a little bit different. So the lipsticks are very, very creamy. I would not call them long wearing by any stretch of the imagination, but they really glide on the lips. They feel really comfortable on the lips, and I find that the colors are, I would say, pretty pigmented overall. We're gonna start with the more nude color called Pure Pout. It's a really beautiful mid-tone nude color. Now I would say that this leans more towards like the peachy, a little bit more browny nude, but it does still have a slight bit of pink to it. So I really love this color, and that was just one swipe and it was really beautiful. It builds up, feels really nice going on, and I love this with just a little bit of a nude lip liner, or if you wanted to pink it up a little bit, a little bit more of a pink lip liner on would always help. It's a really nice color, and if you like the Mineralized line, I think you'll love this. Is it the most fascinating nude lipstick I've ever seen? Probably not. But I think it's a great color, and if you like this formula, you're really gonna like this color. I find that some of the other nudes in that collection are a little bit too brown or too pale, and this seems to just be that perfect nude. So I'm hoping that they're permanent because I think this would be a great addition as far as a nude goes to the Mineralized collection. The next color that I picked up is a little bit more bright and vibrant for spring, and it falls into the color of the year, the Radiant Orchid color. This is called Bold Spring, which is such a perfect name for it. It's a gorgeous almost pinky orchid color. It has a little bit of that purple, but it's a really bright, beautiful color, and like I said, if you love the formula of these lipsticks, I think that you would really like this color. The only other color that they've had like this in this formula was Midnight Mambo, and that was limited edition. This is pure cream, there's no shimmer in it, as well as the Pure Pout one, so it's just a cream formula. Has a lot of shine to it, and like I said, feels really nice on the lips. I really love this color. I think it's bright, beautiful, gorgeous for spring. But like I said, like the other color, is it the most unique color? No. I posted a video of my favorite Radiant Orchid makeup products, and I had several colors in that video that are very similar to this, probably a little bit more purple, but it's a beautiful color, and I think if you like the formula of these lipsticks, it's a great addition to the collection. Okay, so let's talk about the Mineralized lip glosses. Now, I picked up 2 colors, and from the swatches that I saw online, these were pretty sheer. So I like a lip gloss that has a little bit of pigmentation to it. I'm not gonna lie, I do. I have enough lip glosses that are toppers for shine. So when I picked these 2 up, I thought that they would be a little bit more coverage. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch them for you. I'll just say that right off the bat. This first one is in the color Tender, which is a light milky pink. I was hoping that this would be a little bit like almost from NARS, Turkish Delight from NARS. It is somewhat pigmented. It smells all right. There it is right there, and I do have it topping my lip combination today. So I have these 2 lipsticks on plus that on top. And I mean, it is pretty. it doesn't knock my socks off as far as lip gloss, and let me tell you why. So, I mean, the packaging is really nice. It's really sleek packaging for starters. It has a doe foot applicator, then it has a, you know, really nice, just like the Mineralize collection, with the top that starts skinnier and then gets wider at the top like that. So, I mean, as far as the lip gloss, it's really nice. It does not have a very strong vanilla scent. It almost has a plasticky scent, and MAC lip glosses are known for their vanilla scent. That's what a lot of people like. So I wish that they would have made this with a little bit more of a vanilla scent to it, because it doesn't really smell that good. So for starters, it doesn't smell good. Secondly, when you put it on, it's really sheer, like, and I don't know if you can see this, but it separates. Can you guys, I hope that you can pick it up. When you see it, it's all balled up. Okay, so you guys see how it's all balled up right there? The swatch completely separates. And that's what it does on the lips. So it's almost like it's beating up. These are around $20, I believe. I'll list the price so that I have it accurate. But for that much for a lip gloss, I want it to smell good, A. I want it to be a little bit more pigmented to add something besides a shine to the top of my, you know, lips. And I don't want it to bead up and ball up. So this was a total flop for me. I was really, really disappointed. I just don't recommend you picking it up. I'm going to show you the next color called Got Style. And I picked it up because it's a really beautiful, almost like that orchid color. It has a duochrome, it has some shimmer in it. And again, doesn't have a scent, and I'll just swatch it. It doesn't really give very much to the lips. It reminds me a lot of Marc Jacobs Studded Kiss, which I really love that lip gloss. It's way more expensive than this, but I would pay for that over this any day. So that's the color of the Got Style one. I mean, it's just okay. If you wanted to pick one of them up, I would say this was the best one between the two that I've tried. For $20 or more, I'm not quite sure. Like I said, I'll list it. I just think there are so many other options out there, especially from the drugstore. Something that you can get for way less money that smells good and kind of shows up a little bit more on your lips. Okay, so I am noticing that this one too is separating. So I didn't notice it before, but maybe it's because I didn't really have it on as much, but let me show you a close-up of this one as well so that you can see the separation. So it is a beautiful color. I don't have time for that, and especially if I'm paying $20 for a lip product, I want it to smell good and not perform like crap. So I'll sum it up real quick. These are not worth it, so pass on these if at all possible. Okay, next two things I picked up are from the MAC's Permanent collection. They were recommended to me. My friend Hannah from Beauty Chats, I love her, she has recommended this gloss in Ample Pink so many times. Now this is one of MAC's plush glasses. I do not have any of these. This is my very first one, and they have a little bit of a tingle in them. These do not have the typical vanilla scent. They have more of like a very, I would say a very cinnamony sweet scent, but it's not the typical vanilla. It is a doe foot applicator. This is like a creamy pink color. It's a mid-tone rosy pink color. This is beautiful. It's really nice on the lips, and it adds a beautiful topper to lip products. It's almost like that mauvey, has a little bit of some mauvey tones to it. I really liked the way this wore. Do you see these glosses? I had to, okay, look at that. I just had to come in and show again, like, look at that. Would you just look at it? That is like so terrible. $20, you wanna spend $20 on that? No, ma'am. It's that perfect milky rose color. It's very neutral. I think it's everyday wearable. And the lipstick that I got to put under that is a matte lipstick, and it's in the color Please Me. Now, a lot of people have recommended this color to me throughout the time. It's a very mid-tone pink color. I've been putting that down and then topping it with the Ample Gloss. It's a really beautiful lip combination. This is more of a, I would say, rosy pink color, but it's matte, so just be very aware that it's going to cling to some of the dry patches on your lips, so you have to make sure you exfoliate your lips, which is why I've avoided this color for a long time. I find mattes from MAC particularly drying. It's definitely a beautiful color, but I always have to top it with a gloss. I've been loving topping it with Ample Pink. So this is great, and I don't find it burns too much. You can feel a little bit of a tingle, and like I said, it's more of a cinnamon than a peppermint. I wouldn't say this one is peppermint at all. So if you have problems and you don't really like the plumping gloss, just be aware that the plush glasses do have that effect. So my friend Cassie, Shades of Cassie, has done several tutorials, and every time I ask her what she's wearing, she's been like, I'm wearing Indian Wood. I ordered this a little bit before the Caramel Cool color from Maybelline's limited edition collection came out, and I did post swatches on my Instagram, and you can check that out there. I'll link my Instagram account below. But I posted swatches how these two compare. This is MAC's Paint Pot in Indian Wood. And this is much more bronze than the Caramel Cool, but if you were looking to save money, if you've always wanted Indian Wood, I would say that pick up the Caramel Cool because it's worth it, because it gives basically the same effect. Like I said, this has more of a bronze to it, and the Caramel Cool has more of an orange. But that is MAC's Paint Pot in Indian Wood. I love this color. Also picked up a pigment to top over this that I thought would be perfect. So I've been loving MAC's Tan pigment, and I saw this pigment, it's called Rose Gold, and I was like, okay, I thought MAC's Tan pigment was like perfection. So I picked up this pigment in Rose Gold just to see. I thought it would go, it's a little bit less orangey than MAC's Tan pigment, so I thought it would be perfect to put over Indian Wood. Very metallic, there it is right there, but it has more bronze to it than MAC's Tan pigment, and it's much deeper. So that is the Rose Gold right there. Beautiful. This combination, putting Indian Wood down and topping it with Rose Gold, has been a beautiful combination. I mean, this pigment is really smooth. It's not chunky at all. Some of their pigments that have like the reflex I find to be a little bit chunky. This is really smooth and nice, and it tops it. Like, this is just using it dry. If you get this wet, it brings out that more metallic feel to it. I wouldn't consider this a Rose Gold, to be honest. That's the name of it, but I wouldn't consider it that. But I really love this color. Okay, so the next three things that I picked up, I only own two, I believe, MAC brushes. I don't own very many MAC brushes at all, and I had been wanting to try some out. I like to try brushes from a variety of different brands, both drugstore and from some more expensive brands. MAC so definitely has some very overpriced brushes. I'll just say it. I think it's kind of ridiculous, which is why I haven't, you know, gotten very many brushes. These three brushes have been on a wish list for a long time, and I really wanted to try them out. Now that I've been using some Sigma brushes and really love those, I just wanted to kind of see how these compare. And, you know, both using my Sigma and Sedona Lace and Real Techniques and even my Target Up and Up, I wanted to see how the MAC brushes compare. Are they worth the money? So I haven't tried these out yet, but I'm definitely going to be letting y'all know. Got the $239, and this is just like a shader brush. Pack on color on the lid. I got the $213, which is another shader brush. And the last one is a $217. So I have a $223. This one is a little bit more tapered for blending out. So this is like a taper blend. The reason I picked these three brushes are because I can find a use for them and really know how they compare to other brushes in my collection. So I'll definitely be letting you guys know because, like I said, MAC brushes, very overpriced. And if they're worth it, then that's great. I'll let you know. If they're not, then I will definitely let you know. It's gonna be probably like individually, like, is this particular brush worth it, or no, I found something, you know, cheaper. You know, is this particular brush worth it? So it's gonna be on an individual basis, but I'm excited to try these out. That was my haul from MAC, and bottom line, skip the Mineralized glosses. They're, in my opinion, ugh. And the colors, the Mineralized lipsticks are beautiful. I love the additions of the colors, particularly the two that I picked up, so those are A+ for me. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Mwah.